Millions of Kenyans are heading to the polls today to elect a new president following intense campaigning. Opposition leader Raila Odinga and Deputy President William Ruto are the front-runners to replace the current President Uhuru Kenyatta. MPs and senators that will join Parliament will also be elected today. Let's get you the latest on the ground. Bring in VOA journalist Kennedy Wandera, who's live to us from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. I already see snaking queues there behind you, Kennedy. Voting has begun just over an hour ago. How's it going?
Yeah, as you can see here, the noise behind me, many Kenyans have come in long queues to vote for their preferred candidates in this particular election. And where we are here is Nairobi. This is Olympic primary voting polling station here. And the queues are so huge, and that's why we expect Kenyans to demonstrate their democratic rights.
Yeah, and you know, it may be lost to some people that there are actually 4 candidates, at least according to my understanding, who are running for these presidential polls, or at least for the role of president, but 2 candidates have stood out so far. What is it about the 2 that are front runners, do you reckon, that's resonated so much with the electorate?
Yeah, of course, like you indicated, Diana, we have the veteran politician Raila Odinga and his main rival, Deputy President William Ruto, who are the key contenders in this particular election. And this particular polling station that I'm standing in, this is referred in Kenya as a stronghold for Raila Odinga, and that's why you're seeing long queues for the voters who want to demonstrate their democratic rights. But of course, there are too many contrasts between Raila Odinga and William Ruto. William Ruto is banking on the votes from the young people, while Raila Odinga is banking his votes from the constituency that he says fights for justice and democratic principles in the country. And therefore, when you see the voters who turned up at this polling station, they are saying that they are ready to demonstrate their voting right to ensure that they vote their leader. And Raila Odinga at this particular, remember, this is a polling station that is the constituency where Raila Odinga first began his career as a member of parliament in Nairobi. And therefore, it means a lot to him. And for the people who come from this particular constituency, they believe that they have to demonstrate their right. And we just don't know how they are going to vote, whether they are going to vote for Raila Odinga or they are going to vote for his rival, Deputy President William Ruto.
Yeah, you know, in most, at least let me say many African countries, there's always a concern around young people not pitching up to vote. From the lines you're seeing early this morning, is that a concern this year?
No, it looks like perhaps it was a myth, because when you see on the queues here, we have young people who are lining up. And one thing that has really created a buzz here is that from the Odinga's camp, we've seen young people who've been using whistles to wake up each other to come and vote. And I can see on the queues many young people who queued to just come and demonstrate their democratic right to vote for their preferred candidates. So perhaps we may be able to look at it at the final tally, but I can see the young people who are on the queue to vote right now.
It's certainly a long day ahead. Kennedy Wandera, thanks very much indeed for an early take on these much anticipated elections. Kennedy's live to us there from Nairobi. That's the capital city in Kenya.